Hi guys, Jason Whistler here with Ninja Success. And really quick today, I wanted to continue on with taking care of our physical bodies. And some simple, very simple things that we can do to help and really make a really huge difference, because most of us have such a sedentary lifestyle these days. And while convenience is amazing, and I would be hard-pressed to give up most of my conveniences, our bodies are actually wired and work better when they have some stress, when they have some activity. There's actually a thing called eustress. It's good stress. Right? Too much becomes bad stress. Just a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of challenge for our minds, a little bit of challenge for our bodies. These are really good things for us, and our bodies adapt and keep going and rebuild and know that they have to keep functioning for us to be of benefit long term. So one of the simplest things you can do, if you've been sitting for a while, now it may at the beginning it may be that you need to just set an alarm, set a reminder somewhere, periodically. Maybe it's once an hour. Get up. Move around, stand up and walk over to something else, do a little digging around, and then come back over and move. That way you're moving around your spine a little bit, you're walking a little bit, your hips are getting flexed and stretched, and right, so that's going to help. A few times a day. Optimally, if you could do it every 2 to 3 hours, get up and go for a short walk. 5-10 minutes is enough to keep things moving. Now, ultimately, or optimally, you want to be walking an hour plus a day. So, the general guideline is shoot for 10,000 steps. That should take you about an hour and a half at a good walking pace. One of the signs for a good walking pace is you feel like you're going quick, but you can still hold a conversation. You don't want to be going so fast that you're panting and running out of breath, and you don't want to be going so slow that it's a leisurely stroll. No, you want to feel like you have some purpose and you're going somewhere. So there's a middle area, and your good walking pace is going to vary based upon how much walking you do and your fitness level and how long you've been at it and things like that. If you're into like numbers and whatnot, a lot of people vary. They range in between 2.5 to 3.1, 3.2, kind of starting to give a pretty quick walking pace there. That's miles per hour. So if you got a phone that you can track, or a GPS on on your Fitbit, your iPhone, your iWatch, or whatever, tracking your paces and your timing, then you could see, I'm walking that fast. Great, keep it up. Doing good. So that's it for that. That's the simplest thing I can give you. Just get up and walk around. Find an excuse. If you have an office job, instead of shooting off an IM or an email, get up and walk over to your coworker, if at all possible. If they're downstairs on the next floor or if they're on the other side of the office. Fantastic. Get up and go walk over to them and have a face-to-face. Not only will it build better rapport, better relationships, that FaceTime is fantastic for actually building a lot when it comes to the inner workings of humans and how we communicate. And even though it seems much, much simpler and efficient to just shoot off an IM or email, it's very cold, very neutral, and it's not helping you get out of your chair. So, win-win. Get out of your chair, go for a walk, form a better working relationship with coworkers. If you work for yourself, you work alone, just make sure you engineer in some time to get up and move around. Find some tasks that require you to get up and move. That way you're still productive. You don't feel like you're just wasting time or you're not being productive. Okay, so find little things to work into your day like that. That's it. And keep working on fixing your posture. I went over this yesterday, pulling your shoulders back once in a while, exercising the legs and the hips, the nice slow squat a little bit, and even the planking, slowly working yourself down to a steeper and steeper angle until eventually you're right down on the floor, holding the plank, on your elbows this way, not shaky, just relaxed and calm and waiting. And you can hold it for like 2 minutes. You're doing really good. So there you go. That's your challenge for today. Get up and move around and keep working on the postural exercises, and you'll go very, very far. And remember, even though sometimes this stuff is hard, success ninjas, never quit. I'll see you tomorrow.